Sorry about that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're with the Crypto Lifer. I am in the Lifer studio, surrounded by 6 screens. You're going to sit with me for 2 hours. We're going to blast through the markets. We're going to have a fun. We're going to break down a lot of teaching, a lot of learning. I'm going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot. Together, we're going to venture through the markets. That's what we do every single day here on this channel. I have a standing mat. I didn't get the one that I ordered, but I do have a nice standing mat right now. It's making my feet feel unbelievable. Get a standing mat if you're doing what I'm doing at a standing desk most of the day. Get yourself a standing desk. I got the lemon water, everybody. Put the lemon into the water. Don't play yourself. Put the lemon into the water. Take a big gulp of lemon water with me as we start our journey together for the pineal gland to become decalcified and for us to move at the speed of light and for us to see our true destiny. We need our pineal gland to be free. We need to drink lemon water every single day. Get that alkalinity into life. And you know I sip my honey. Shout out to the Be Well Honey Company. I'm always well because I'm sipping my Be Well honey from 54 Macquon Street out of Pembroke, Mass. Be well. Have honey every day. Shout out to you. Here's the tunes going. Hope you're feeling the sounds. Hope you're feeling the tunes. Hope you're feeling good. Shout out to each and every one of you out here. We're going to tackle the markets. 99% of the people will get absolutely wrecked and rocked. We're going to talk about what I'm saying, what I mean, because there's some things in the market that a lot of people aren't going to see, and they're going to get demolished. My trading style is to dollar cost average into BTC, little by little as I go. And I'm going to catch the bottom. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going to stare this camera in the face and tell everyone watching, I will catch the bottom. I'll be live streaming the day Bitcoin bottoms. Hands down, because I'm going to live stream for the next 5 years straight every single day without a day off. After that, I don't know where I'll be, but I have a plan at least for the next 5 years. I know where I'm going to be at 10 a.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I'm going to be there for 5 years, my friends. After that, maybe, who knows, maybe I'll be there for 10 years, but I could definitely see me going 5 years straight without a break. So if you're ready to rock with me, we're going to catch the bottoms. We're then going to catch the next top of the next market, and we're going to do it all together here on this channel. Everything is going to happen here live. So if you're ready for that, I'm ready for that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yesterday I said bear market millionaires, are you coming with me? Who's coming with me? Put a 333 in the comment section if you're coming with me. Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? I just said it. Who's coming with me, baby? Who's coming with me? Because I'm going all the way to the moon, and I'm not going to stop. I don't care how bearish it gets. I'm going to be able to find that bottom. I'm going to sniff it out, and I'm going to catch that bottom, baby. I'm going to get myself to the top again, no matter what. Who's coming with me? Let's see the 333s fly. Let's get that chat action flying off. Let's get that chat moving. Shout out to each and every one of you here. Only thing up is Kyber Network. Let's talk about that in a second. Let's break down the chats, shall we? Let's talk about the chats. Let's break down the movement in the markets. And there's so much to go over, so much to discuss. So much fun stuff going on today. Also a lot of news. Kind of want to break down some news for you real quick before we get into the markets. Break down a little bit of news for you real fast, you know. Just quick news, because this isn't a news channel fully. Do Kwon proposes terror revival, including token readers. Yeah, that was like old news, right? Bitcoin because a bevy of central bankers meet in El Salvador. El Salvador welcomed 44 central bankers for developing countries around the world to tackle financial inclusion and discuss Bitcoin at a 3-day conference. Hopefully that will be not them trying to collude against him and more of him trying to get them to listen about Bitcoin. U.S. Congress Research Agency weighs in on UST crash, notes gaps in regulations. The CRS described the Terra crash as a run-like scenario where holders started to doubt the reserves that back the dollar peg. See, this is funny because they're saying that this was a Ponzi scheme, but it really wasn't. It was a developed infrastructure that was taken down by, I believe, you know, BlackRock and Citadel from the behind the scenes. So there was a behind the scenes thing going on here. They really rocked it. They shorted it. They took it down. They basically made loans to Kwon. He should never have taken loans from the demons. In my mind, that's what happened. You know, he took money from them. Buffett is a liar. Oh, yeah, he is. Biggest banks in Japan start crypto. LimeWater, CMOS, and an apple every morning. Dude, the CMOS is really good for you. Shout out to my man with the CMOS. Fear and Greed Index hits the lowest since March 2020, even as Bitcoin hits 30,500. Pretty crazy, right? SRG Studios is launching its Cosmic Coffee Cups. Check them out. They might be pretty big. And why decentralized messaging apps will replace today's social media platforms. That's why we were on Telegram, but we will move eventually to a decentralized Discord of some type. Axie Infinity's Discord bot compromised. Hackers issue fake minting message. Be very careful with messages. People in my group, there's someone always trying to be the lifer, trying to say, hey, I got a one-on-one group. Come and join this. Please be very, very careful. We don't do that. Horror Game project integrates metaverse, NFTs, and P2 to cause extreme fear. I think this is insane. Imagine playing an NFT game and being like really freaked out. Like, we're going to come get you. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, you're like, like you take off the VR set and like, like you're in your room. You're just like, they're going to kill me. But I'm just saying, causing walking into the world of fear. Co-founders Jonathan and Patrick Carey launched Fear in 2021, which each brings with them over 2 decades of experience with the gaming sector. The previous 5 games they co-created have been played and viewed on YouTube over 600 million times. The Carey brothers share their excitement about bringing scary and shocking and entertainment to the blockchain. The Fear token. And that's Fear. We've traded Fear many times up and down. Pretty cool to know that the guys behind it really care about Fear. That makes me kind of want to do more of a deep dive into Fear. Maybe even kind of create something, hold Fear a little longer than I realized. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to my moderators. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and being a part of the live. You people are amazing. We got Philippe here. Play the Friday the 13th sound. If I can get the right one. Shout out to Philippe. Thank you. That's why he's a mod, man. He knows what's going on. Shout out to Wen Dizzle. Shout out to Calderonster Rainier. Shout out to all my awesome moderators. Everybody here, too. But the mods for showing up every single day. Keeping it nice. Love learning. Dustin Calva. Rainier. My man, Crypto Cash. And all my awesome people. Zero Allegiance. I don't want to miss any. CMAS, my man. CMAS, man. Thank you so much for the gold. The gold shirt stays. These are unbelievable. Walking around with gold Brooks Brothers shirt stays. Just in case you didn't know. My man, you're the best, dude. He said, and that was sent for me from a lifer for free. He said, man, he gave me this little gold pack. He gave me a bunch of awesome Boston cards from old Boston sports. Like, I don't know where you dug those up. That's like you bought those on eBay or something. You're the man, dude. Much respect to everybody here. Let's jump on into the charts. Went over some of the news. Let's jump into the charts here. We had a Fed meeting too. They said they're willing to keep pressing until inflation goes down. They don't realize that they won't stop inflation. How come they don't realize? You know what it is? Because they know if they don't do anything, they'll be blamed for it. You get it? So they have to keep doing things, but it's going to get worse anyway. This is hilarious what's about to happen. I already know what's going to happen because I studied the history of money and I understand finance, and I know what they're doing is overprinting. And when you overprint money, you create inflation. You might eventually get deflation for a small period of time. Then the entire system will collapse. So it's already collapsed, in my humble opinion, because Bitcoin, it collapsed when Bitcoin went from 1 penny to $70,000. You get it? When an asset, a digital asset that someone creates out of thin air online, goes from less than a penny to $70,000, right? Because you print so much money, you printed the price of things up so much, and people wanted it. There's a little bit, but the real price of Bitcoin's probably like 10 grand, 8 grand. It can't be 70,000. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it will go there. I'm just saying, because the real price will never really be eventually. But because they printed so much money, everything in the world is worth more than it should be. You get it? When you print money, prices get absorbed by the cost of things. When you print money, housing market goes up. Cars go up. Leases go up. Look at all the used cars. Used cars were the highest they've ever been the last year and a half. You could get off a used car so easily. They were wanted. People were like afraid. You're like, we're going to get that used car. Like, it was just crazy, Shout out to Crypto Love. Just want to shout him out right here. He's got a video. We're going to talk about this too. I talk about this a lot, the 200-day, and we're going to mention this, the 200 EMA, and where we could go on the weekly. But check out Crypto Love. Watch his channel. He puts out a video early, 7 a.m. every day, so it's early bird style, and he gives you the news. He gives you exactly what you need. So shout out to Crypto Love, man. You're the man, dude. If you're ever out there listening, we love you. We love you. We love the love, man. Bringing the love. Okay, let's jump on in to Bitcoin. I'm looking at POLX. I'm in this trade. I want to make that clear. I am in this trade here, POLX. It is kind of struggling here on the 1 hour time frame. I got it on the lows there. 15-minute is pushing back to the upside. Can we get the bounce? It's doing a nice consolidation. It could drop and I could get stopped out. Anything could happen. But, I'm playing it, trying to, attempting to get past this resistance point and get, I'm trying to get between 3 and 20% every single day. That's my goal, That's my goal. If I can do that, awesome. I also keep a swing trade if possible. I look for anything that's cooking in the markets. Let's talk about Bitcoin real quick, and let's break it down. I like how the music ended right there. That was like really nice. Danny, you did a great job on the music switch, Danny. You keep doing that, man. You're going to have a job forever, brother. That's amazing. Wow. You're spot on, dude. Okay, so there's nobody back there. You know? So check it out. Take a look here. Reposition some of my dwellings. But so we broke back into the channel, in my humble opinion. And then I drew this channel, and I was like hoping, I was like, man, this is getting ugly. But I believed, I've watched the same things over and over again, okay? So if you look at here on the 15-minute, this is when they liquefy. This is liquidated shorts, okay? This is when they turn your shorts to liquid. You know, liquidated shorts, but bang. You know what I'm saying? And had me fooled. DJ Danny in the hizzle, LOL. No, Danny's here. I'm just joking around. There is a guy, Danny. He helps me. He's in the studio, man. You know. Anyway, you'll never know. So look, this swings down too as well. However, this swing down is not as sharp. That's class C. Bullish divergence. You should get a bounce from that, just like you got a bounce from this area here. See this bullish divergence here? That gave you the bounce when the stochastics were low and the RSI was low. MACD trying to make a bit of a turn here. I expect this to bounce back at least to the top of the channel here. I'm expecting a bounce. I called a bounce for my team when the red candle broke down right here. I made a quick update. I said, I expect a bounce, everybody. If we don't and we fall, we'll come down here to this level at 28,775. But we should be getting a bounce here at 29,150, 29,200 area. We got it. Thank the heavens. And we got the bullish divergence established. Can we break out of this wedge to the upside is the question for Bitcoin on the 50-minute. It suggests that we will. So right now, it suggests that we're about to get a bit of a move here to the upside. Check. I want to make sure I'm not. I think I was peaking a little bit. I want to make sure I'm not peaking. Sorry if I was peaking. It's like a bit pet peeve of mine being an audio guy for a long time. Okay, what's the lowest possible low in the short term? I now feel like I'm ready for the next step. I hope you are. So here's the falling wedge. 68% chance that we're going to break up the length of the pole, the length here back to the upside, and highly likely just get rejected by this previous high at 30,200. We'll be looking for that. We break through it. Great. Awesome. Sawsome. I'll be happy as a clam. But I'm just, I'm projecting that we will not, Anything is possible. We're also going to go do and look at a blank chart, have fun with it, and you guys going to have fun with me. As levels to watch for Bitcoin right now, right off the bat, okay? Just so you can wait. We have serious resistance. Couldn't get above it. Went through it, fell below, couldn't get above it. So 5 times now, it's turned into serious resistance here. This level at 30,800. Even a little, and it's a range between 30,005 and 30,800. We just can't seem to get above it. Now we got resistance at 30,000, right? All right, we've got resistance now at 29,009. It tends to be an area we've been trying to get above, but we can't. So right now, when we look at this big, let me look at it on the one. I'm trying to show you the. So we have resistance too, and again, we need to get above 29,005. So you can see us not. If we don't get above 29,500, we're making a bear flag, and we're going to roll over. Possibilities, right? And we need to hold support at the smaller time frame here. We need to hold support here at 29,200. If we don't, we're coming all the way back down to this level at 28,700. Okay? So levels to watch for Bitcoin again. We need to break back above 30K to remain bullish, in my humble opinion. All right? Also, look, down, up, down, up, down. We should come to the top of this channel here, but we shall see. I'm going to play with this chart. We're going to show you 2 ideas that I have for Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin suggests that it will pump back to the upside on the 15-minute. Back to the upside on the 15-minute. Measured move is about 30K. All right? So we'll see. So far, we are getting the bounce on Bitcoin. The 1 hour is also low. That's a great sign with the 15-minute. That's where I like to long a lot of trades. So that's where I would like to open a lot of trades on alts. So now we get to deep dive in alts and have a blast. What I'm going to do is, because there's so much alt action right now, I really want to deep dive into alts right now and have some fun. Send in your super chat, talk about alts. We just have to slightly quickly go over the show. It's almost like I want to do alts all day. Right now, we know Bitcoin's highly likely. There's a 68% chance Bitcoin's going up today for the afternoon. The 15-minute and the 1 hour, which would take care of for the next 5 to 8 hours. So I am bullish on Bitcoin for the trading day. By the afternoon, later on tonight, we'll see about that. That will change, and I'll put an update, and my group and me will go from there. Right now, I believe this wedge will break up. 68% chance based on what I see in the stochastics, based on the divergence, and based on the RSI in the 15-minute and the MACD. So we'll go from there. Let's take a look at the show, which is my list here for kind of what we want to see in the whole markets. We'd like to see Bitcoin dominance kind of fall down a little bit for an altcoin rally. Look at that. So Bitcoin look like it's going to pop a little bit, but Bitcoin dominance is going to dump. That's alt rally, baby. So that tells me that today alts could rally. So we're setting up for a good move for the altcoins. Let me reposition this since it's shifted on us here. So Bitcoin dominance looks like it's going to break down on the 1 hour. It's a good sign. We want to see Tether dominance high too on the 1 hour. That's a good sign. People are going to sell their Tether for what? For altcoins today. So we're setting up for kind of an alt, some type of alt little, and it's not, I'm not saying it's alt season. Please don't start stacking midterm or out. You know, we could be lower than low in 2 weeks from now. I do not know. Just got an itchy nose. Itchy. Pollen. So, and look, we're at exact resistance too for Tether dominance. Right there, right there. Love to see this roll over to the downside. This would be beautiful. So, you know, just for today, we don't have to go too far, but and even the 4 hour. That's telling us that we could have a little rally here. A little bit of a rally. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones struggling. Now look at the Dow in a rising wedge in the 4 hours high. That's coming to the downside. That's dump. That's a dump. So I see definitely more down for the Dow Jones. Yikes. What the Dow needs to do is double bottom right here. You don't want to see the Dow break 31,571. But right now I am bearish on the Dow based on the 4 hour stochastics being high. I can prove to you that it's not a good look just right now. Right here, stochastics got high and rolled over. Didn't even hit the dotted line. Look what happened to price. Nasty dump. Right here, stochastics RSI got high again. Nasty dump. Right here, stochastics RSI got high. You ended up making bearish divergence because you have a swing up to swing up. And look, you have a swing down here, and it's even marked by the red R here. Bearish div. This is why this is stochastics RSI divs. This will give you the divergence. Not all of them. I find my own, but it was also here because this was a flat line. And that isn't bearish divergence to the downside. So stochastics high, downside, stochastics high, downside. When the stochastics get above the dotted line and you don't pay attention to them, you're tripping. You're tripping. So right now, it's highly likely we get a move to the downside on the Dow, and it's still pushing down. So look, Bitcoin looks bullish right now. Looks like we may have a decoupling for the day. Every once in a while, they do decouple somewhat. Okay. Let's take a look at the S&P as well. Someone said yeah. And look at the S&P with a nasty dump to the downside. However, the S&P, unlike Bitcoin, unlike the Dow, it's funny how the Dow is a little different. And look, we talk about this, right? Rising wedges break to the downside 68% of the time. If you get the rising wedge and you hit the top of the channel and the Stokes are high near the dotted line, and I mean, that's an easy short. An easy short. Like, nothing should be easy, but like, I'm teaching you guys stuff that, like, you know, and you can back test this. Go back into the past. Look, you have a high. You come up for a previous high, but you roll over in the Stokes. That's when you short because you don't break the previous high. It's just like this high here. You come back to revisit it, but you roll over in the Stokes and you're high on the RSI and the MACD turns on you. Short the sucker, right? And this is the S&P 500. Yeah, I'm just making sure. So, and remember, we had this bigger channel at play. I'm going to actually delete my work and just do a clean S&P. Haven't done a clean S&P look in a long time. So we got to look at like a big time frame, like the 3-day. All right. Clearly big boy support here. That's the pandemic dump, right? We've been booming since then. And you can see this turned into a rising wedge. Measured move is really, like, you could say kind of where it began at the slot. Like, it tells me it really does want to come down. But we are touching the 200-day moving average. Look, when we wick through that, that was a crazy low. So you need technically, you need a black swan event to get that low below the 200-day moving average. Mostly, you get a little lower and you bounce. Look, you touched it here on this 2016. You touched it here in 2019. There's the, the big dump there, and you're touching it now. So that tells you you're in dire straight. You're in like some hot zones. This is a bad place to be. But what it also tells you is you're close to the bottom. You're close to the bottom. Look at the 3-day chart, extremely oversold. We did get bounces at these levels. In my mind, we're still kind of holding this bottom trend line. Look at that. Still holding a bottom trend. I felt like we broke out of the pattern and then broke back into it. See that? Broke out, broke back in. Other people will be like, no, you can't change the pattern. It's got to be this. And it's a broadening falling wedge. Okay, I'll take both. I'm open-minded. But there's a chance that this is what we got going. And the lower this goes, the more there's a chance of a break to the upside, in my humble opinion. Levels to watch are these two levels that we keep talking about here, these little humps on the left side. And this is for the traditional traders, anyone who's, heavy into the stock market. If my name's getting around and people realize, hey, this guy trades crypto, but you might want to watch his update in the morning just because he goes over the S&P, Trading stocks, you may want to know what's going down. So, the measured move would be a break all the way back to the upside here. Okay. Baby blue pocket square looking pimp. What are the call letters for the big boy call letters? BTC dominance, S&P, etc. Is there a list we can download? Not sure if that makes sense. You know what I'll do is I'll export this right now for my peoples. And I'll put that right into Discord for you. And that's going to be called The Show. All right? And you're going to have that at your fingertips when Dizzle. So you can have my exclusive list. Everyone get my exclusive lists. Right? That's big boy status right there. Get my exclusive list. Put your big boy pants on and your big girl pants on. Thanks, Emery and Khalid. This is the jam. East Jordan loves this song, man. This is a jam. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Shout out to Win Dizzle. Much respect to you and yours. And I got the satin, too. It's like satin. Gotta love it. I love this suit jacket, too. I got it for my birthday. Been feeling it ever since. Analyst note parallels with March 2020. Will this time be different? So S&P touching the 200. Usually it wicks a little lower. Like, not much. This was insane. Black Swan. How much will we go down? Sorry about that. I want this meter. Yeah, 20% bang out. So, we're closer to the bottom than that would have and that would have to be an insane world. Just the whole world would have to melt down on us. Something like that. I'm expecting a bounce here on the S&P. I really am. 3-day, 5-day, weekly, 2-week, all the big boy charts, they want to move. They really do. All right. 4-hour needs to dump. So what? Look, the 4-hour will come back down. We'll double bottom here. Come on. We'll double bottom right here. And we'll get our way out. So I do expect a little more downside. This is a rising wedge breaking to the downside for the S&P 500. I can't wait to get to the alts, everybody. Hit the like button so we can get to the alts. Hit the like button for the alts, everybody. There's so many alts popping. Last night was insane. Hundreds of percent, 200%. Hero 3S. A lot of coins were out of control. Did you see it? I saw it. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you? Did you? You, and you? Did every single one of you see it? Let me know if you saw it. Put a yeah, I saw it in the comment section. Let me know if that's what you saw. Wow. Too much too quickly from the SEC. SEC has done more in the last few months than it's done in 85 years. It's like pulling out all the stops. They say it's going to that also creates some issues for the market when you have too much regulation too fast. They're trying to control every aspect of every single, I don't know what they're doing, but I won't speculate. Shout out to each and every one of you here. 412 people on the live, 245 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, humbly be so thankful, and I would appreciate it. After the loss last night from Miami, we were kicking Miami's butt. We were doing great. It looked like they didn't have a chance. It looked like the series would be ours. I was like, wow, this team is we were blowing them out. We had the height. We had the speed. We had the advantage. We had the finesse. We had the skill. We had the shot percentage. We were shooting 60%. They were shooting nil. I went downstairs. I got into the charts during halftime. I spent a little extra time into the charts because that's what I do. I came back with 4 minutes into the freaking third quarter. and it was a tie game, and then it was over. I was like, and then we just collapsed, yelling at each other. The coach felt like he lost a little bit of control. What happened to the Celtics last night? Unbelievable. I know you guys don't want to hear it. I'm going to move on, but Jesus, Louises. Not Jesus, sorry, I shouldn't say, but that was so sad. What happened to the Celtics last night? Let's go Heat. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll give it to you guys, man. You guys crawl back. Jimmy stayed strong. I love Jimmy. He's a guy you want to love. He's just such a fighter. He's such a fighter. He's a guy you want to love. So there's the Dow Jones. Let's take a look at the dollar index. Let's take a look at the dollar index on the 4-hour. Wants to bounce back off the bottom of the channel I have drawn here. Up, broke out, faked out, came back down. You know, could even be a giant broadening wedge here. I suggest it broke out and broke back in. We shall see about that. But it is wanting to bounce right now. That's not a good look on, on Bitcoin for the 4-hour. Right now it says, okay, we'll get a little relief rally for Bitcoin today. So enjoy today, because then the dollar wants to pump back up, and so does the 4-hour. So enjoy today. Enjoy these next 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. We're going to take advantage of the market. But after that, shout out to everybody here. Everyone, if you hit the like button, more people get to learn, less people get wrecked. So help less people get wrecked. Hit that like button. And you know what? I'm not going to mention it again. Yesterday, I knew you guys did the right thing. We got it to 500, maybe 600 likes. I know we're going to get to 500, 600 likes today. You guys are going to do the right thing. We're just getting started. I am motivated. Are you motivated? Let's get real. Let's get ready. Let's get into the markets. All right. Why am I so motivated? Why am I so hyped? Where do I get the energy? Where do I get this feeling from? Because every single day, I used to work a 9 to 5. I worked the night shift, and I broke out. I started my YouTube channel. I dreamed the dream, and I live the dream now. And you all became part of that dream, and I love you all for it. And so every single day, I realized that God gave me a chance at life to do something amazing. And I also realized that each and every one of us could lose our lives any day, so I had to be morbid. So every day could be the last day of our lives, so why not make it the best day? Today could be the last day of your life. Why ruin it? Make it awesome. You know what I'm saying? Do something for somebody. Share the love. Breathe in the fresh air. Look at the bright sunshine. Water the grass. Plant a flower. Help your neighbor. Carry a baby cart, or a stroller for a woman up the stairs in the train station. Whatever you got to do to make yourself feel good. Get yourself involved in the community. Just do something for somebody else. You will feel absolutely amazing. I'm telling you right now. Make sure your life is consumed with helping others, and you will have the best life ever. The absolute best life ever. If your life is based on making other people successful, you're going to get to the top. So we take a look here at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency, and it's rolling over on the 1-hour. You can see that clearly. Rolling over on the 1-hour. And to me, I mean, this is kind of a bear flag, in my humble opinion. Look at that. And we got a lot of movement here. I'll delete my old work. This is going to be hard because I got a lot of work on total. Actually, could I really do that? I mean, I got so much work on total. I got my older levels, and I'll delete it because it's irrelevant now. And we'll look at it, and we'll start fresh with total. This is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. We desperately need to see what levels are breaking, where support and resistance are, and, where we could end up going. So we got a notch right here. So right there, we have a little support and resistance right there. We did wick right to it and the 200-day moving average. That could have been a bottom at $1 trillion. We bounced back so far, okay? This is the bigger idea here, is that we're making this trend line and we will bounce up. However, we bounce up, it doesn't mean we're going to be golden. Down, up, down, back to the upside here, and then back down to that same support region. And then that could even break. And if that breaks, we'll be in trouble for a free fall. Somewhere back to 433. What if they bring us to $400 billion? I mean, that would be crazy, right? They bring the market cap of Bitcoin. They just I can't see it happening, but at the same time, I'm done doing what my mind says could or could not happen. I'm done with that because that didn't get me too far when it came to crypto. No, not going to happen this time. I truly believe. No, I can't. That didn't get me happy at all. Staring at a head and shoulders right there. Not really. You think this is a shoulder, this is a head, and that was a shoulder, but that broke back about. You can say this is a shoulder, that's a head, and that's a shoulder. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that idea. You could look at this here. Shoulder, head, and there's a possible shoulder there. Yeah, I mean, you got to look at it. It's not the best. It's sloppy, but it is what it is, right? Measured move would be horrible. because it would be linked here and you would take a tank. That would take us to like 90 billion. I mean, is that imagine if they how could they do that? There'll be all the market in the like everyone would have to bail the entire crypto space. So right here, look, this is a huge point of contention for the market cap. You can see right here we bounced right there. We're bouncing again. Can we get the bounce? Oversold on the weekly. Oversold on the 2-week chart. Double bottoming on the 2-week. Every time the 2-week was this low, we got a bounce. We got a big bounce. Can we get a bounce? At least back to $2.1 trillion. 20K Bitcoin. TA never lies, but my dreams will lie to me. The mindset has wrecked me in some situations. Possible, I don't know. The right shoulder in at 25T. 2.5. Starting at a head and shoulders right there. Nah, man, that ain't no right shoulder. I ain't taking it. Yeah, I mean, you could have said this was it here. Fine. Well, yeah, okay. Here, this was it. Shoulder, head, and that was the shoulder. And we already hit the measured move. And that's over. So that's like old news. Yeah, so you're right. Yeah, Preston was right. The 2.5 top. I got you, Teston. You're spot on, dude. You're spot on. You're never not spot on. Like, your mind's like a computer, Preston. I can identify a genius, and you were a genius. So look, if we hold this level, we're going to bounce off $1.26 trillion. We desperately need to bounce. The biggest time frames say we will. However, the 4-hour oversold, getting down there, suggesting we will get a bit of a bounce. And look, this was a slanted, inverted head and shoulder here. See this? It was a drunken, slanted, shoulder, head, shoulder. It did try to break up. We're struggling right now, but I feel like this is where they pack their bags before they go somewhere. So to me, packing the bags, right? This is the symmetrical triangle, though, that they are breaking. I mean, an ascending triangle that they broke to the downside. See that? That's no good. Measured move. 1.5 trillion. So, bear flag as well. You could bear flag it and just slap it in here and say, okay, measured move too. Right there to about $1 trillion. Yikes. We are falling off right now. That's bearish. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. So just like Bitcoin, like we're expecting a bounce. We're expecting a bounce for the total market cap, but it's struggling right now. Struggling. Levels to watch. I mean, we desperately need to get back into this pattern right now. Like, we could forget about anything else. Thank you and BB for building our lifer community with love. You built it and we came. Lifers for life. More angels seeking high vibration are arriving every day. If you have a moment, One Earth. We'll take a look at One Earth for Love Learning. Had an alert on that. Shout out to everybody who's joining the Discord, blowing up. I mean, we went from 400 to 450 people fast. This week has been a big week of growth. A lot of people want to get the education. A lot of people are sick of losing money. A lot of people want to get down with the lifer community. I've been in the shadows for the whole past year. I was up big in November and I didn't sell. I hold big bags of ETH, BTC, and XRP right now. I plan to hold those and grind. I remember you saying that. You copy-pasted that from yesterday because I remember reading that exact thing. Appreciate the bullish and bearish TA. You keep us informed. I like that. At all times, I am not a bull moon boy, and I'm not a bear boy. I am a charter who takes advantage of the market up or down. We'll short, we'll long. We'll do whatever we have to do to get out of this market, basically without being fully exposed, We'll stable up when we have to. We shorted the bazooka out of this market for the last 3 weeks. We've stopped the shorting, It's crazy. I know this is insane, but if you're just coming to the channel, this is nuts. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. What I want you to understand is remove me from this equation. I am just teaching you about technical analysis. But when I go to Luna 3S, this is just crazy. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy because I look for the cup and handle. Could I not find all these? That's crazy. It's like I wanted to search for Luna 3S. If you were here, basically we did a Luna 3S and we had it. Maybe I can search different channels, but maybe because the S is small. Let me see. But the TA, oh yeah, there's pages. This is how many times it was mentioned in my trading group, which is hilarious, right? There's just pages and pages of this stuff. But I'm looking at it, and like before all this happened, I had Luna in this giant cup and handle. And I'm right here. I'm like, these shorts are aiming to tell us something. This is on the 2nd of May. So like my channel kind of had the skinny, like Luna wasn't collapsing. No one knew anything. But this is a giant cup and handle. And it suggested that Luna was going to dump by 40%. And then, or at least by 10 or 20. And then that was going to be, and then this just started an insane 1,000% gain. And it was nuts. So the technical analysis, if you stick with me and if you learn TA and you really put yourself deep into the TA, you may just know, you're going to know things before they happen. It's insane. It's so crazy. So this needs to bounce back into the pattern. This needs to be a shoulder. Let me show you what has to happen here. We need to see a shoulder here. We need to see a head. We need to see a right shoulder and a bounce back inside this pattern, please, or just a V-shaped recovery back in. Falling wedge has to break back up. Let's get this 50-minute and the 1 hour to push back in to that pattern because total market cap. Otherwise, could be a bearish retest. Could be a bearish retest because the 4 hour. It's still got some momentum to the downside. So I'm watching total market cap of all of cryptocurrency, okay? Then we look at total 3. And that kind of concludes like the hard part of the show, like what we do here as a group. So look, the market itself is just took a dump this morning with the Dow Jones, right? The Dow Jones decided to collapse, and it's hurting all the altcoins. No pattern gets past the lifer. Shout out to Cloud Hunk. I don't think so. We try. We do our best, man. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we do our best. We do our best. I mean, to me, this broke the pattern. Like, see? But you could try to say it's still in it. That's a bear flag, in my humble opinion, for all of the altcoins. See that? So it's expecting a bounce. This is the 4 hour time frame, but we could go lower. So like everything, the 1 hour and the 50-minute are low. We need a bounce back to the upside. We need this bounce, please. We got to get a bounce here. We don't get a bounce here, and this starts to collapse. I mean, that's sad because we break this flag that we have. So really only chance of some type of pattern. Then that could bearishly retest, and then the dump occurs. So just brace yourself, everybody. We could see some more downside today. We must be very careful. Stop loss in place at all times. Managing trades, watching the trade. Okay? And make sure you're doing what you got to do. Let's go into the alts. Let's have some fun now. Let's throw out some super chats. Let's do some deep dives, and let's have some fun. Gala took a little dump. Total 1. We don't care about total 1, man. We don't. We're moving on. I love you, Preston. I love you, man. So let's take a look at the KuCoin markets here. And it's also a good idea to go to the KuCoin markets and import a new list every single day. How you do that is go to sandwich.finance. Okay. Go to USDT markets. I'm downloading it right now. It's the number 3. Okay. And then I remember where I put it now. I remember in footage. I was looking at MSwap yesterday. That thing banged to the upside. Let's talk about the gains we got in the trading group yesterday that were pretty insane. So we went over CK, or CIX100, I think is how you say it. It would keep going sideways, never go below stop, and bang on them for 64% gains. All right, today is the 18th. Yeah. And then here we have Money Swap, which we went over in the live stream. I found out in the live, I said, that looks pretty good. Within like 44 minutes, 12 o'clock to 12:44, it will be up 67% gains. Banging on them to the upside, right? Then Chumby Valley. Went over it yesterday on the live, talked about it, said we had made some gains on it. It would go up even more and blast up. In total, from that channel and that tight action right there, no stop loss will get hit. It would respect that region. It would go up 65% gains. Title, I said, I'm just scalping Title 15-minute here last night. And this thing, we would wake up to 79% gains for Title. All right. All of these would retrace. You need to take profits. These are swing trades. But, I mean, these are gains on gains, my friends. And more. And more. My analysts post gains as well, and they're banging on them. Posting awesome gains. Right here. He hit this. What trade did he hit? Let me see. Wow, a lot of nice trades getting posted here in my group. So my elite charters are unreal. They are unreal. Like, yeah, XSR. He posted it last night in the trading group. XSR. And look what he gives you. X sensor, symmetrical triangle, 4-hour SI is low, SRSI is low, 1 hour is low, falling wedge with falling price, moving average tight. All the things I teach in the beginner's course and risk reward ratio, potential loss, trade safe, you know. And again, it's just a setup for an idea for you to rechart and then see if your trading style fits this. This is all. We're not a signals group. I want to make it really clear. We're a teaching group that teaches you how to fish yourself, that teaches you how to end up. He joined my group, and now he's an analyst, banging on him. And look, he made 35% last night on his call. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it. So this shows that my teachings work because this guy became a student, and now he's executing. Shout out to you, man. I love you. Thank you for your hard work. The group is absolutely worth it. Start out to stack up. Shout out to everybody here in the game. Appreciate you for saying that. Shout out to everyone that's learning and just getting it in and just going after it. SURV has been hot. We talked about it down here. We were buying right here. This is up 152% gains. So, okay. Okie dokie. We were loaded. Now look at this. Hero 3S, the coin we know about and played. Sad I didn't play this because I didn't see, but it had a rising wedge and it was low on the stochastics, touching the 21-day moving average. Everybody knows that that's a high-risk trade, but that's something that I think about. That's when the falling wedge, the rising wedge will break up. Look, in total, up 231%. That's insanity. Now you can see it's making this. See, this another rising wedge. 68% chance of a break to the downside. So that should break down on you. You're high there on the 4 hour as well, 1 hour. But if it decides to get frisky, it'll break out parabolic. I'm not saying it could, but it will. But I'm just, This one I wouldn't really take full credit for if it does because it's kind of a whim. I wouldn't trade it. It's high risk. It's already kind of extended, but that could happen. You look at the 15-minute. You are up. Yeah, you're a little high there now. See how the 15-minute can clean the pattern for you a little bit, though, and just give you a little more clarity. And that's why I use smaller time frames. So you'd like to see this push up a little more. Come back down here. So you'd like to push up, come back down. So that's why I put an alert right here. And what happens is this goes to the alert section in my trading group. Okay? Just something to watch. That's why we have a bunch of coins always watching too. So we got our alerts, we got our watches, we got it all. Right? I was about to say you're not going to go back. That's how you look at the back end of a site. I hit some keyboard shortcut there. This could happen. Interesting. I got an alert on it. High risk though, but that could end up being an entry and then a pop. You never know. But coins are popping. I mean, look at all the green here. This thing coal went up 76%. Yes, it's retracing down on the 15th. And again, these are healthy retracements. Falling wedges that could continue to the upside here. You look at the 1 hour. That's what you want to go on. Still moving down. 4 hours probably very oversold with like a bearish engulfing candle. So not your cup of tea there, What to say? Why do I have that white there? Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. That could be bigger. There we go. That white line didn't need to be there on the ticker, I was like, why? Sorry about that. Okay, do you use stochastics or stochastics RSI indicator? Stochastics RSI. Stochastics RSI. So everything came up and came back down hard with Bitcoin's dump there. We were watching ALPINE, which has been interesting. ALPINE, and you can see it was in this here. And wow, it's actually, you see that it just turned green there. Interesting, look at this. It was bullish, fell out of the bullish channel, made another channel though. I mean, that could bounce on you. That's a bull, we go over this. Money swap looked just like this yesterday. Money swap looked just like this yesterday, right? Interesting. I'm trying to me, it's too much singing, Okay, so ALPINE. This could bounce. Again, it's high risk, though. This is very high risk right now because it's a little extended, already had a nice pump. But there's, you could see a pump here. It's on the radar. I'm always in between, like posting or not posting, because I don't want to lead something into a chart that's, maybe not the best, but I also just want to show you what I'm looking at. And the TA does suggest that this is making a pattern that could bounce to the upside here. 68% chance this could break out. Look, you got a shoulder ahead. You're making a right shoulder here. It's a slanted, drunken, inverted too that I'm trying to pick up on there. Right? Everybody, you don't ask if I can do a chart. Send it a super chat. Let the super chat come in. I'll see it. My team will write it down. It'll become part of the show. And we will be ready for you, ready to go. So, thank you. The market is so boring. There is no volume. That's not true, man. 21% gains, 22% gains, 31% gains. I disagree. I think there's been gains on gains. This market has been good. I've been able to trade it. So I disagree. Actually, it was the most volume in the history 2 days ago. It was the most volume in the history of the crypto markets. I have no idea what you're talking about. A lot of it was sell volume, but it was the most volume in the history of crypto. Like, most volume day. So, don't be lovable, Vin. Don't be so negative, man. You got to stay positive. You got to stay positive. And everybody, when I check my portfolio, I check it using 3 commas. It shows me how I'm up by Bitcoin, up in ETH, and if I'm down in dollars. Today, I'm a little down in dollars. Also shows me all the coins that I may hold or have traded in the past, may have a piece of them. Hero up 196%. Tidal up 27%. We talked about that. SparkPoint, GoChain, Kyber Network up 11. A lot of double-digit winners here on the morning, even in my little personal trading group here. And then the dashboard, hit the dashboard, shows you all the money you have, all the exchanges. You can trade from multiple exchanges, not have to sign into multiple places, 3 commas, trailing stop losses, multiple take profits, open up a trade with a support and a stop loss and a take profit all at once. The best thing you can do for yourself. FTG and GMB are getting alerts. Let's take a look at FTG here on the alert. So I was like thinking, it will come back to the bottom of the channel here when the 50-minute hits my alert. It just did. That's usually an entry for me when the 50-minute gets low, right? 1 hour also as well. Take a look at my 4 hour. If the 4 hours got momentum, which it does, still wants to move. Interesting. I go back to the 1 hour now. I zoom in here, and this Phantom Go. I've been watching it for a while now. You can even just kind of shift that out and keep it clean. But this thing is tight. Very tight. Again, watch Bitcoin, and we're in some kind of a sketchy day, but I am expecting that bounce for Bitcoin. This came exactly where I thought it would go. That's why I put the alert, right? I got alerts everywhere hitting now. This is why you use the alert. So the alert hit for Phantom G, right? And that would basically tell me that's my entry. I look at the 7-minute if I want to be extra saucy. And if the 7-minute swing to the upside, that's an entry for me for Phantom Go. So again, this trade may go wrong. There's no guarantees it's going to go right. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. This is all for entertainment and educational purposes only. However, right, I'm showing you how I figured out how to trade. And I use the stochastics RSI alert systems with projections, bottoms of patterns, I'm looking for divergences. You can zoom into a smaller time frame and see if you can find a divergence here. You do see one a little bit. Look for the 7-minute. Not too sharp there. A little bit. Not really, though. 5-minute. Not enough in my mind. 1 hour. 1 hour is some hidden because you have swing up to swing up, and here is not as. 1 hour has slight hidden bullish divergence, which even played out right there. See? Because you had swing up to swing up here, but this doesn't swing up as sharp. It swings up like flat. It's like Class B hidden bullish, and you get the bounce to the upside. Right now, you're kind of getting something similar because you're getting this uptrend here. But this trend here is not as sharp as that trend. And that could be looked at as Class B or C, hidden bullish divergence. Could get you to spark up back to the top of the pattern here. So Phantom Go getting very tight. Again, high risk, high reward. Anything is possible. Market's not looking amazing. MACD's trying to dump on you. However, when the MACD does that, I don't care. I take the Stokes over the MACD. Look, Stokes were low right here. MACD told you it wanted to cross. What happened? The Stokes pumped you off the bottom of the channel, and the MACD did not. So forget the MACD. It'll give you false signals every single day of the week. The Stokes will override the MACD. So that's a trade I may take here, Phantom G. So I'd watch Phantom G very, very closely. Alert hit for Phantom G. Now, everyone, make sure you're always checking the alert section and my updates and videos, because the alert is where I think I'm going to put this here because it would only make sense. The alert hits. The alerts are where I go into charts. That's where my entries are. Okay? Doesn't mean they're perfect. Doesn't mean every time they work out. But that's how I trade. So I don't trade emotions. When the alert hits, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the trade. When the alert doesn't, it looks pretty sketchy right now. You could wait for Bitcoin to get a bit of a bounce here before you jump into any trade, because we don't know if we're going to go lower or if we are going to bounce back up, right? So I'd like to kind of see the bounce here a little bit, all right? You can start trading with $1. I would suggest starting with more, as starting with $1 will take you longer to get to your first million. It's true. You draw a pitch from a top, connected to the bottom, and then another top. So a 3-point connection, leading support resistance with an import medium line. I use the shift version. Shout out to Ruben E. Love you, brother. Life is referral link, 50% discount. I think it's a 55% discount if you use the referral link and you buy for the yearly discount. The only reason Boston lost the game is because Marcus Smart and Horford did not play, Sam. That was crazy, right? We were looking good, though. Bathroom break. Hit the like button. Shout out to Rodney Robinson, scheming that phone into the bathroom, man. We love you, man. How dare they do that to you, man? Tell them unacceptable. Unacceptable. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Haven't checked the likes, haven't looked at it. I've just been working hard here. 341 likes, 500 people on the live. Unbelievable. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I am very humbled by the 500 people watching right now. Thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate the fact that you give a dang about the crypto lifer today. I'm going to give you my all. We're going to go through everything I see here. Phantom G could make a move to the upside based on the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame. Also, I want to look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is also oversold with momentum, could possibly bounce back up. MACD kind of not in your flavor. And again, this could be making a rising wedge here. Interesting. When I look at here on the 4 hour, see that? And that could dump to the downside here and make a double bottom. So it's a high-risk trade. High-risk, high-reward trade for sure. For sure. Okay? Just something to think about there. Might even just get up to resistance and call it a day. I'm going for 3 to 21% a day, everyone. Aiming not to be greedy. Okay? Aiming not to be greedy. 505 lifers from around the world watching. Thank you for the 369 lovely lifer likes. Pump it up, mate. Bitcoin bonkers. 2 Bitcoin buys for over 200 Bitcoin. Majority of my YouTube likes are lifer at this point. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. So look, we also use BOOKMAP. The beautiful people at BOOKMAP reached out to me. We created a beautiful relationship. I love BOOKMAP and the people there. Shout out to everyone there. So look, we found this big order that crept in earlier today. This is the Bybit, OKX, and the Binance futures. Sorry, I drew a blank. And the Binance futures here. This shows me where whales have liquidity posted on these exchanges, aggregate, right? You can kind of get a BOOKMAP aggregate data. So they provide me this awesome data here for BOOKMAP. I think I gotta start it up again here. We're slowing up. What's going on? I've had it open since last. There we go. There we go. There we go. But come on, BOOKMAP. Let me restart it up. No, there it goes. So this is the order books. Okay, this is the order book on BOOKMAP, showing me liquidity, showing me where whales are trying to buy and sell Bitcoin. Okay, it's also got some cool colors and it's fun to look at, right? You can see here, these are big buy orders. These are big sell orders. We got buy orders all the way down. Let's see how far these guys think price action could go. 28,005. You got a guy at 27. Last bit of liquidity down here on this blue line. You even got some guys at 25,000 thinking the price could go down there. Look, 26,000, right? Lowest level I see here is about, well, you even got a guy at 16,000. Got like 428 Bitcoins down there. That's insane. But the most liquidity is right here. See it? So if they buy it up, it's likely to pump. So the most liquidity is right here. And then you can see the sell now at 32,000. That wasn't there yesterday. And this big order of liquidity here at 37,100 was also not there like later last night. So some dude is trying to sell a whale of a tail of 1,000 Bitcoins there. 1,400 Bitcoins. There's 600. There's like 3,000 Bitcoins up here. But he's trying to whale out at 32K. Tells me they're going to try to go up there and grab that liquidity because you don't see that much down here. As you see, right? Look at the size of that liquidity order. So that usually tells me we will run up there. He will get his order. The liquidity will be dragged up into his bay. And a lot of buyers want to buy with him and run up there. There's a lot of sellers trying to sell the price down, though, so we're going to have to get above 29,006. And we're struggling here at 29,100. We're battling with 29K. We break 29K, they're going to eat it up here at 28.6. It looks like we could bounce. Not a lot of liquidity down here. Suggests we will get a bounce in that area. That's how I'm looking at BOOKMAP. A link in the description to BOOKMAP. And you get discounts to that, too, that you can only get through that link. You can't get anywhere else. All right? So follow the money. Use BOOKMAP. Follow the money, everybody. Okay. Let's jump into the super chats. Shout out to everybody here. You just found 420 Bitcoin down there near your feet. That's the opposite of an airdrop. That's funny. I want all the bears and the noobs to go away. Baby bears. Abdominal Rainman, spaghetti rigetti, my man. Agreed. Crazy how early we still are. Fed rate hike plus quantitative tightening. Historical high inflation equals recession. 21 to 18K, very much in play. Oh, yeah. 10K could come, everybody. Did my email go to spam? Love to see your growth and hope we can be part of it. CryptoJeb team. Shout out to Craig, man. Thank you so much. Maybe it did. I did not see it, so I'll ask my team to check it out. We'll check it out. Thank you very much for saying that. You're the man, dude. I love that, dude. Greg, that's awesome, dude. I'd love to vibe out with CryptoJeb. He's the man, dude. This is really an exciting time to be in crypto. We are lucky to be here at this injunction. I love you at this juncture. I agree, Rigetti Spaghetti. Phantom Go, return of the pattern and dump. Index moving. Yeah. IDEX, are you saying IDEX? Email Crypto Lifers, double check it. I actually sent my original email to the wrong email because I forgot about the S on the Crypto Lifers. Email Crypto Lifers with an S at gmail.com, but we will check spam. A lot of the emails go in and it goes to spam, so it's a chance. It's a chance. Okay, everybody, moving forward. And we've gone through the markets already. Great. And it's only 11:10. We did a really, really good job. Shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to CryptoJeb. Man, he hustles every single day. You guys work hard. Shout out to you and your team. We're aiming to get there at that level, and I can have multiple people in the studio. Start aiming it up. I'm going to have to leave my house or build a bigger studio on my premises. But I may have to build a studio on premises for sure. For sure. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to each and every one of you here on the live. If you're new to the live stream, know that I do one-on-one tutoring. So if you'd like to sit one-on-one with me, I do that. It is highly expensive, but you can get it in. If you're a very high net worth individual and you want to learn crypto fast and you want the fast track, that is the way. That is the way. I also do one-on-one tutoring, and I do group classes. My group classes every Tuesday from 3 to 5 New York City time. Okay, and also the first Saturday of every month, I do a MetaMask course on Friday, and then the last Saturday of every month, I do another beginner's course. The beginner's course encapsulates all of this stuff we go over here, MACD, RSI. Like I can teach you how the MACD is the moving average convergence and divergence. And when the moving averages are tight, the MACD shows signs of a buy signal. When they get far apart, it's a sell signal. You don't want to be getting in when these moving averages are very far apart. You want to get in when they're tight. Okay? Just things to think about. You also want to learn how to invert charts, flip them upside down, and learn how it doesn't matter which way it's looking. The same thing happens each way, so you can short along the market. It does not matter, okay? It does not matter. And there's so much to learn every single day. We talk about Fibonacci. We talk about support and resistance. We talk about trend analysis and more, right? What if I can't make it on Tuesdays? We have a Saturday course, my friend, and you can also buy the course if you want. We have access to the course if you would like to buy it. It's $100 too. The course is $100. It is the least expensive way to get started in crypto anywhere in the market, anywhere in YouTube of anybody out there. And it's awesome because you sit with me live. We really vibe. You get to understand things. You get to ask questions at the end. I usually go for 3 hours, 2.5 hours, however long it takes to get everybody to feel comfortable. It's my life. I love the teaching. Jump on in. It is every single Tuesday. And because there's a lot of new people here, I don't think they know that I do that. So I'm just putting that out there. There's a banner there if you'd like to check that out. Tuesdays from 3 to 5, the beginner's course. We also do proper risk management, how to calculate a stop loss. You leave with a PowerPoint, a bunch of, you learn divergence. You get homework. So much there to blow your mind. Get yourself situated. Get yourself ready to go. And sip that lemon water, everybody. Get yourself hydrated at all times. Boy, that is good. I attended yesterday, and it was amazing. See? Tell him, let him know. He was there yesterday, and he said it was an amazing course. Been helping my fam out run their business on the side. I really have new appreciation for the lifer and the hustle. Working for yourself is not easy. No way, man. This class is legit. I attended yesterday, and it was amazing. No other MetaMask course out there covers what the lifer teaches. You'll know what the lifer knows and more about how to navigate through the many gems in 2022 in 2 hours. I signed up for the May 24th one. I haven't used MetaMask in over 2 years. I forgot my seed. I had one in 2014 that I forgot too. Look, we're at resistance here now for Kyber Network. There's a chance that we do bounce, and we still make a flag here. See how we kind of just repositioned it? Is rounded, though. I don't like that rounded, but we could bounce. There's still a chance we bounce here. TRB, as I look at this is at the bottom of the channel again. TRB is making a tight wedge. Just a chance it could bounce. I'd have a bigger alert there. Yeah, 1 hour came down. Interesting, came down real fast. Thought that would take a lot longer than it did. So now TRB's on the low there on the alerts. Interesting. Okay, I got through some super chats here. Let me find them. Super chats, Mira on the 15. One Earth. Did CHZ fall out of the pattern? Let's take a look at CHZ. Let's take a look at Mira Protocol. Wow, CHZ bounced out and made a flag here. Let's take a look at CHZ on KuCoin. Let me get the right shot up. Chat it up there, Scotty. It would be cool to have an assistant to like pull the charts up. Like, that'd be crazy, right? So yeah, we talked about this fall. Yeah, they all fell out of the pattern. Yep, stopped out there for 3% stop loss. Tiny little stop. See, that's why it was a tiny little scalp. 3% for 14. And again, we could reposition, right? Bitcoin dump, but we can reposition. So chances flag still can, technically could break to the upside here. It's all about Bitcoin now. Let's jump back into Bitcoin in a second. Let's see what it's doing. Still can't believe that survival went up like that. Shout out to everybody feeling good on a beautiful Wednesday, hump day. If you're feeling good, let me know. Let me know if you're feeling good. Are you feeling good? Put it in the comment section. Are you feeling good? Let me know if you're feeling good. Say, I'm feeling good, baby. Say, lifer, I'm feeling good, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here on the live. And they're pressing us right now. They're pressing these alts. They're pressing the whole market. Market is slipping and sliding. We're now at that level. We're about to break that resistance. We're kind of stuck there. 29,000 needs to hold, man. Got to hold that 29K area. We got to get the bounce. I can shift this down a little more. We could even go a little lower than fine. 28,990. 29K perfect is the bottom of the channel. So it suggests we have a little more ways to go. Trying to drop a little more out of this. But again, that 7-minute is going to bounce. Then it's going to turn into the channel again. And then the 15-minute. Highly likely we get a bounce here. Look, I have spotted bullish divergence here. You have swing down to swing down here, but you have swing up to swing up. See that? That gives you a 68% chance of a break to the upside, right? Babe, somebody's knocking on the door. Hold on one second. Hello? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey. Oh, yeah, that's a big boy. You're the man, dude. I love you, man. You've been my buddy since day one, man. Since I built that walkway. Have a great day. My UPS guy, man. He's the man, dude. I got a big package just came. I'm feeling amazing. Learn to hear on this channel. Zoom out. Stochastics, larger time frames. Trading, nailing the gains, man. Shout out to Rafael Vega, man. I love saying that. 68%, I take it. There's a 68% chance that this will break back to the upside. So everyone's freaking out. If you don't know that, you're just red candled out and you're just like, ah. We have some bullish divergence here too as well. Right here. This is flatter. That's a sharp downtrend. That's class A bullish divergence. Someone is knocking. Get the strap. Shout out to Brian Peralta, my man. Be right back, man. UPS, man. You guys are funny. Like I said, always amazing when I'm on the green side of the grass. That's what I'm saying, man. I feel worse than who? Let's go. I hope you feel better, Charlie Lee's bags that you bought. Feeling greedy, gold. UPS is the shizzles. Love those guys, man. They don't even give them, I heard they don't get, wow, Fear and Greed back at 8. Oh my God. That was yesterday. Extreme Fear yesterday at 8. Now we're at 12. I mean, this is bearish times. You could literally hear the appreciation from the other room. Be the lifer. Got your new floor mat. Nah, I didn't get the floor mat. That comes tomorrow. But it helps so much, this floor mat. My heels were killing me every day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. 500 people on the live stream. 401 likes. I know we can rip it through. Running 7 green shorts right now, baby. There you go, man. Let's take a look at the shorts, too. Shorts look like they're likely to dump on you. That's what I think is about to happen. So, yeah, short pumped nicely. We should have looked at that earlier. Yeah, so look what I see here. This is what I would... Because I just draw it. I just see the pattern immediately, like in 2 seconds. Like, it's like, bing. You don't even need to draw the patterns anymore. Once you get... You'll just see them. But I still draw them because the OCD makes me draw them. Wow, measured move is higher. This thing could keep going. It says that you are at resistance. You just broke through this resistance, but now you're at this resistance here. You got to another level, right? It's telling you you're about to dump down, possibly make a flag here. I project flags before they happen. This is my projection theory. Then the 21 has to touch the price action. And then this could go up more, and then this would come back down. You put an alert here. That's my advanced theory. That's what I'm doing, right? ETH short had a Sammy Cup in handy earlier. Shout out to Win Dizzle. Why hasn't anybody sued the Federal Reserve System for the dollar's manipulation? Folks, they keep printing money and giving billions to Ukraine, plus bailouts for the banks. It's so crazy. It's crazy, and they're putting us into debt. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, future generations will have to pay the debt off. It's really not good. My wallet just gave me a notification. Like, don't do that. You're funny, man. ETH had a Sammy Cup in handy earlier. Under 29K now. Bitcoin slipping. Shorts pushing up to the upside, so the short is up nicely. I didn't look at the short last night. I usually do. I did have some shorts played out, though. Let's look. I had an ETH short. Let's take a look at that. So I had it pinned in here. It had slipped down. Did not hit my stop loss, though. It's now slightly into profit by, let's see how much. Because the entry was right here. See that? A couple days ago, like a day ago. That's the only thing about me. If I had one weakness, I'm usually ahead of myself a little fast. Usually I'm a little ahead of myself. That's my own, if I had one weakness. 16% gains out of the short that we posted yesterday or a day or two ago. It fell out of my pattern, but didn't hit our stop loss. Protected us, and now it's in profit. Can now bring the stop loss to break even. That's a positional short there. But it is, look, resistance, resistance, resistance. The short breaks through there, we're in trouble. So that means Bitcoin's dumping hard, and the short will break through because ETH will follow it. Wow, Bitcoin is dropping like a rock. Let's take a look at BTC now. Yep. But that's the capitulation wick. That's when they're really going for you guys. Capitulation wick. I would be buying right now into this wick. You see that? You want me to buy into this wick to prove it? All right. Watch. I'm going to buy in right now. All right. I'm going to buy into a Bitcoin long. Crazy, right? But look, I mean, you're extremely oversold on all time frames. Like, that's a bounce. It's going to see a bounce. And now you got Class C divergence, sharp downtrend. That doesn't go down as much. I mean, you're going to get a bounce here, in my humble opinion. You're going to get a bounce. Can't guarantee it, though. But it's highly likely we do get a bounce to the upside. Look at that. Every time frame cooked. I mean, and my next level, I mean, I did say it was okay. We could get to here. We're trying to push through that now. I mean, that's the Dow Jones and the Fed meetings and just people just acting up, right? Fear in the markets and the sell-off. Wow, we are breaching, though. That was mine. 9X support is 28,700. Here we go. Here we go. Let me go to emergency mode real quick. We'll look at USD on the Coinbase chart. And we'll look at it on the 1-minute chart. Give me a second to clean this up. Bear with me here. So smaller time frames, I usually do go to smaller. And look, this smaller time frame kind of told you it was going down because that's a bear flag on the 1 minute. That's a bear flag with the measured move of the length of the pole. Bounce is trying to start now here on the 1 minute. You have divergence here on the 1 minute. Swing down to swing down. But this is flat here on the 1 minute chart. So can you stop the carnage now? See, this is the 7 minute chart that we were looking at, right? This is the falling. It keeps making these ugly, ugly patterns. You know, but now that's a bit of a broadening, a falling wedge here. Yikes. But now you got resistance here. 29K is your next resistance. Now, if Bitcoin can't break above that, you're going to see more downside. We're going to zero. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Just bought a bunch more of Bitcoin under 29K. Not financial advice here. My man, I love you, man. You know what? I'll join you, man. I'll join you. Bearish day, fear and greed index is beat to the ground. I'll jump in. I think we can get lower, though. I still think we can get 10K. I'm not going in with my big bags, but I got a little bag on the side. I'll grab a little bit. I'll grab a little bit here. I got 1900 in waiting. Ladies in waiting. I got 1900 in waiting, and it's good to buy Bitcoin here when it's dumping. So I'm going to take a nibble right now, and I'm going to buy about $500. 555 to 555, right? And I'll buy Bitcoin at 28,857. Why not? I'll give him the ask, and we'll create that trade on 3 commas. I'm not making a stop loss or take profit because did that go through yet? Yeah, hold on. I'm not putting a stop loss or take profit. The reason being is because it's just going to be a long-term hold. You get it? Just a long-term hold. All right. Yeah, market just took a dump easy, man. It's looking nice, too. There's the bounce coming. See, there's the bounce expected. I just bought in. So, you know. That better just open my trade, man. They're trying not to get open now. Funny. Price moving so fast, trying to play me on my buy. Give me my Bitcoin. Give me my damn Bitcoin. All right, I got it. The buy went through. I'm down $1 already. Yeah. But I got, look, $500 worth of Bitcoin. I bought it on Binance US for BUSD. There you go. Now, addressing the stable coin. Everyone wants to know, what do you do with stable coins? You're a guy, right? You know, Bitcoin goes to 22K. Areas where that's put ETH like at 1,200. Yeah, probably. Maybe even $900, you know? You think Bitcoin will test 24K? Lifers moving the market. If it can bounce back to 29K, it'll be okay. Yeah. When Dizzle and helping the next lifers. Give me them sats. They be playing us. Check out Robbie. All right. 2 years, you will be on a beach watching the live. Transcendex, my man. In my opinion, it was the bottom for Bitcoin at 25.5. That's your opinion, dude. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't make opinions. See, I don't know where the bottom will be for Bitcoin. Look, there's the dump. It's continue there. So we're not even getting the bounce right now. It's getting pretty bearish. And honestly, it's all about the Dow Jones today and the S&P. Let's go back to that S&P. Looks like the S&P may be taking a dump easy on us. Right? And it is on the 1 hour. I mean, on the 1 minute. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look what the S&P just did. And I had the draw. I mean, it's a rising wedge. Rising wedges break to the downside. 68% of the time. We went over this. We said, watch out. So the S&P was bearish. Bitcoin bearish. Can they buy it back up here? It's kind of crazy because it suggests that this is your measured move down here. So that means Bitcoin back to 27, 28,000. Wow. Extremely oversold here on the 1 minute, on the 1 hour, and the 15. We should get a bounce now. S&P broke 4,000 though. See, that was a psychological support zone right here. See this? And yet, look, resistance. You could not break that. You break that area, you're headed down to the next support zone, which is right here. And it seems to kind of want to break that. So you cannot break this here. S&P has to hold this 3,900. Doesn't hold 3,900. It's going to come down and test this 39,64. Right? And then it's going to come test here 38,558. 38,056. And Dang, right? So, yikes. S&P just took a nasty dump to the downside. However, it was written, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. You can't act like, that wasn't kind of in the cards. El Salvador buying another 500 Bitcoin today. Bitcoin Beach, here we go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Watch it hit 1,000. And I just sent 300 to Schwab, my man. Earnings reports. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, okay? I buy Bitcoin in the blood. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not buying Bitcoin up here at 69,000. I'm buying Bitcoin down in the dumb peasies. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a chart, right? The Binance chart. I like to delete all my work, everybody. Watch this. This is fun. We're just going to look at this arbitrarily and see if we see anything different in Bitcoin that could help us out, that could change the way we're looking at the market, all right? I'm going to use my crazy brain. We're going to kind of piece it together, and we're going to find out where we're going. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. 423 people. We still got 100 people shy of that like button. Don't be shy of that like button. It will not hurt you. I'm telling you right now, you'll get where you need to go, everybody. You're going to get where you need to go. And join my trading group. Get the education for $99 a month. I will work so hard every single day. If you're in my trading group, I've been up since 6:30 in the morning, grinding. Look, here's just a regular day in my trading group, And I even say, watch out, all of these could dump. If Bitcoin dumps, you got to be careful, right? But I've been up since, I've been up since 6 a.m. this morning, just grinding, going through the markets, talking about Bitcoin, going through updates, showing you guys the low levels where we could be going. If you go to Lifer Charts and Ideas here. And I just want to see my first post because it's been a long day already. Already 6 to 5 hour day, right? Grinded. Here's 8:44 p.m. and my first post this morning, 6:57 a.m. right there. 6:54 a.m. and I'm putting a Bitcoin update out. And I'm talking about the levels to watch and things we need to pay attention to. I don't like the 12-hour, and I've been talking about that. 12-hour did not look nice, all right? So I'm just going to look at Bitcoin here and just kind of arbitrarily see what I'm seeing, Here, I see this giant, So we can't break this. To me, this is like the last level to break because this is the bottom trend line here. We're trying to double bottom right now. See this? Intensely double bottoming. I mean, there's kind of a divergence there. Like, that's a sharp divergence. See this? It's a class B or C bullish divergence that suggests you will get a bounce. MACD wants to move. I keep talking about how these big time frames, like the 2-week chart, is so cooked. But look, you just broke 2 week, you just broke 2 week. Look, hold on, I want to change the track, but you just broke 2 week support there at 31,750. No go. Like, that's no good. Your next place would only be where these two candles meet. Like, you got nothing else. Like, there's nothing else. Then you're looking at 20K, and then, it's a chance we could go lower. I mean, you just broke big time support. You could say this is a falling wedge here, too. You could include up here. Now, this is what everyone's looking at. Now, it's actually, you know what's sad? It's even more of a descending triangle. Like, it looks very bearish, right? Measured move, if this breaks down, I just want to, cater to this. This is where we just freestyle Bitcoin, everybody. I just kind of freestyle. I have fun with what I see happening, Yeah. And the bigger time frame has the miracle that we have to get above that bigger idea. I'm going to post a chart a pi cycle chart to everybody in the trading group too. It's going to blow your mind, Shout out to all the subscribers here. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Much respect for jumping on in. Very, very nice of you. And without each and every one of you giving me your precious time, I wouldn't have a channel. So thank you for sharing your time with me, each and every one of you. I really, really appreciate it. I have buys and sells all the way down to 10K for Bitcoin just in case. Stack sats, that's all that matters. Rodney, I love what you're saying, and I love your mentality. You got the right mentality. We just all got to keep our heads down and keep working for the next 4 years and know that nobody's gonna bail us out. Nobody's gonna take care of us. It's us. We're gonna take care of us. We're just gonna have to grind out and be true to ourselves. And we're gonna have to be patient. Being patient is the hardest thing in the world. Most people just will never learn full patience, but we must be patient. And that's where it comes. I mean, this 2 week chart wants to bounce so bad. It could keep going lower. I've seen it. It could squiggle. And we could be into a bear market, multi-year bear. In my mind, though, the multi-year bear can't be much, much like 23,000. We get a capitulation wick. Where do we go from here, everybody? I don't know. I'm sick of too many people telling us where they know it's going and the price never going there. Draw a triangle from 32,006 to 27,6 and disregard 26 wick. Huge continuation breakdown in progress with potential target at 22K. Draw a triangle from 32.6 to 27. Can't do that. I'm a visual guy. Doesn't work for me. 32.6. I got so much stuff I got to go through, man. I have found what works for me best, and that's Bitcoin only. Nothing more and nothing less. Stats are life, not financial advice here. At the end of the day, stacking Satoshis is like probably the best play. I mean, even though Satoshis at the last top will be good, in my humble opinion. I know nothing except the fact of my own ignorance. If people sell GBTC, how much does that affect Bitcoin? Stack the coins higher and higher. Confucius. I know, right? The TA says we should be getting a bounce. But look, see, this is what I don't like. 12-hour chart, and I went over this yesterday, and I said to my team, I said, that's a bear flag for the 12-hour. You could almost say that it broke the bear flag already, like it did. This was it here. And it's on the way. And you're on the way down. So watch your altcoins. I don't care how beautiful the setups are. I know how many I set up. It doesn't matter. They will all get knocked down to the ground if we can't hold basically 29K. 29K doesn't hold. Measured move down here is 18,500. Okay? And everyone says, oh, that guy, he said we're going to 7K. That guy's a clown. When I said 7K on BitBoy's channel, so many people came at me and were like, oh, that guy, blah. And I'm like, dude, like right now, I'm not telling you that we're going to 18K. I am showing you that the measured move for the bear flag on the 12-hour time frame suggests that we could easily go to 18K. And that is a bear flag to me, humbly, and it is what it is. So, okay. I see that 12 been pretty accurate. There you go. Lifer's beginner's course is stunning. Lifer is a calm and focused teacher that shares his years of experience in 2+ hours. He teaches TA style from A to Z, the foundation and the first step for every lifer. Thank you for saying that. I much appreciate that. Thank you for that comment, because I forget to say such beautiful things, but I appreciate that because that's a compliment in and of itself. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 539 people on the live, 457 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to each and every one of you. I really, really thank you for being here and sharing your most precious asset to kick it with the lifer. If we go to 7K, I will be selling all my furniture. What are your thoughts on the recession talk? And how do you think it'll affect crypto? I think we're going into a recession. I think we're already in one. And I believe it will affect crypto pretty bad. Yep. And we're going to have to short and long, and we're going to go up and down, and it's going to be up and down. We all need to do what George Norrie says, everybody. All channel our positive energy for Bitcoin to do better than the dollar bill index. I love George Norrie. Shout out to George Norrie. I listen to Coast every night. For 5 years of my life, one night I kicked the radio, heard someone talking about a near-death experience, started watching near-death experience videos, and I was on neardeath.com, and I learned all about near-death experiences, and I learned about all these different people, and I started learning there has to be something other than this life. I got very spiritual. I read the Bible, I read the Quran, I even dabbled into the Old Testament, and into the Jewish religion. 29K back up there holding, everybody. Let's zoom back into the smaller time frames and see what we see cooking now. To me, we're in this beautiful channel that broke through the downside. Simple as that. Like, it broke. The channel broke, Let's delete everything and look at the 4-hour. You got a low, you got a higher low, you got a higher low, you got a higher high, you got a higher low. You made a lower low, get out. That's to me, because you're going to make a higher low, and then, yikeesies, right? Like, so, to me, this was your trend. You broke it, but broke back in. And to me, this was your trend. And we were in a symmetrical triangle, and I was talking about this, and I said it could go either way. And my lifers saw this chart, and we put it out, and we talked about it. And I said, if we break out, I believe we're at 35K. That's how you know, watch, by memory. The measured move was 34,800 area, almost 35K. Okay. Now we clone this same measured move and we swing it to the downside, and what was the low was 25,000, or yeah, 26.5 or something, like 25,800, right? So, and here we start the descent, not good. That's a breakdown of a symmetrical triangle, clear as day to me. Your next support is here at 28,744, and then down here at 27,900. Clear, simple as that. You could either double bottom here or break down on the low, you know. Another way to look at it was the 1 hour. And the 1 hour was in like kind of an ugly rising wedge here. Technically, you could adjust this back. The pattern shifts when you're in different time frames because the wicks shift on the candle that you're on. All right. But that's sad. That's a symmetrical triangle breaking to the downside. You don't V-shape recovery back into this pattern. Yeah. You know. See that? And that's why I readjust the pattern and I look at it again clean, kind of in my own regard, in my own sense. Because if you don't, yeah, I can get stuck in my own ways, in my own thought process, and I want to rethink myself. I want to outthink myself, right? And I want to kind of move into a different zone. So that's why I do that. All right. And it also, what's cool about it is, you beginners and you guys who don't chart or just learning how to chart, you get to see things for the first time, right? Like you get to see the mind of someone who's been charting and kind of see ideas that I got going on, right? Ideas, this could be a bottom, this could be a giant double bottom. We talked about this being the double bottom, but we broke that, you know? We broke that. So, sad to say, but the measured move is 25,000. Will we hit it? There's no guarantee. I am expecting a bounce in these smaller time frames. Like we already did get a bit of a bounce here from when I first talked about there at 28,000. Right? I'm trying to see what I bought at. What price did I get in at? Let me see here on the smart trade. The closing price of the candle in the time frame of the choice changes the stochastic data. So when you juxtapose the SRSI, you get to inspect the momentum from multiple angles. Every like pumps Bitcoin in your direction. I still feel like CZ is looking juicy. Those Stokes looking good on those lower time frames. I should have shorted. We were in a macro bear flag, and I was hoping for an uptrend to long. At least I didn't long, but I should have kept a bearish bias, given the situation, looking for a bearish retest. I'm always in the middle. My bias is always waiting for the dump. I'm almost waiting. I almost think they're just going to take my money, and I'm always ready to guard my money. You know, I'm always ready to guard it. So I bought Bitcoin at 28,953. So I scored on that little buy on the 28,000 buy there, right? Yeah. So there you have it. Any hopes for some kind of retrace? He's charting while you sleep. He's grinding while you work. He's using his sharp TA mind to bring you all the thoughts so you'll never miss out. You'll always chart right. Shout out to Chris B, man. I love you for saying that. You're awesome. Shout out to everybody here on a live. I mean, this is the most people we ever had retained ever on a live stream on the history of the channel in the bearish of times. I love each and every one of you. You're amazing. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Okay. This one is like the Christmas song. I can't play that. I gotta move on there. I gotta move on from that. People love that song though. They do. Rudolph, let's go. Like, come on, man. You know. All right. Lifers grind hard, man. Everybody. Weekly Bollinger Bands. Bitcoin has only dipped below the bottom 4 times ever. Hide your wife. Hide your kids. Nah, you've had more people than this. Bottom is. Thank you for saying that. You're the man, dude. Let's take a look at these alts. How are they holding up here? Oh, let me import my 3. Import footage. And I'm just getting the third chart here. The third chart for KuCoin here. Did it import? I mean, what happened? There you go. I was like, where are you at? And we got One Earth for my lady, Love Learning. Let's talk about One Earth real quick. So again, when Bitcoin dumps, it breaks everything. These patterns are beautiful, but in Bitcoin dumps, it's going to ruin every single pattern. You could try to change it back or try to hope it gets back in, but that's just sad. I mean, it dumps. And you have beautiful setups. They dump to the downside, you know? Now, look, you're making bear flags. Look at this. This isn't good because now you're making bear flags on the 7-minute chart. See that? Measured move to the downside. Alpine moving. That's crazy that Alpine's moving. That's hilarious. Let's take a look at Alpine. We had it on KuCoin, I'm about to say. Wow, look at that, dude. Insanity. And we went over this today, didn't we? This thing is nuts. Like, didn't we go over this at the beginning of the channel and I said this looks just like Money Swap? Dude. Someone like watches me and just loves, like, that's nuts. On the 7-minute chart, this thing is up huge. So if you came to the channel, bang, bang, bang. This is insane. Shout out to everybody here. Wow, look at that. Shout out to all the subs coming on in. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. You people are amazing. I could not do this without you guys. You know I couldn't. So you got to show up every day. You got to give me the support. You got to give me the love. You got to. I need it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate it. So look, if we go back here at the beginning of the channel, as I attempt to do here, and we did the news. OKX, we were flying through alt here. SPX. Got alerts cooking right now. I still can't believe Alpine did that. Like, that's nuts. We had it at hello. There it is. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Look, because this happens almost every day on the live. This is just nuts. I find this nuts. So Alpine was it, but I mean, the stochastic said that it was going to it had momentum. But look, before, and then look where we're at now. Look where we're at now. Like, that's just bang, bang, bang. And this is why I use my trading style, because it just continues to work. Now, I was going to wait for this to come up, or I thought it would come up and reset. This thing just blasted. That's nuts. 7-minute just boomed. Huge volume, massive amounts of action there. That's truly insane. Alpine. Alpine. So you get your before on the live. That's why people, I mean, the live stream is just insane. And you can learn this and then use that yourself whenever you want. You know what I'm saying? And then bang, bang, bang. Gains. When the market's dumping, we're making gains. First coin I really went over and talked about. Like, I don't know if I'm psyched. It is nuts to me. Anyway. Did you close your Bitcoin trade? That's not a Bitcoin trade. I will hold that Bitcoin for 10 years. Did you open a trade? Liver's beginning course is stunning. Here I am buying Sol 3S like a suck when I should have been buying Alpine. Cloud Hunk, man. You guys are funny, man. I spammed the like 500x, man. I'm plamping right now. Hero broke down. I mean, of course it is. The tracks are, love you, man. Up big since the 13th when you had your eyes on it. My man. Yeah, we did talk about it down here. May 13th, somewhere around here. You said the 13th down here, you were saying we had our eyes on it. Wow. Alpine. Oh, yeah, we had it right here. See, the May 13th. I started looking at it here. It did channel fat, but wow. Massive amounts of gains. Alpine. That's when we first started looking at it here. You put it on my radar stack when you hit big gains like a few months back. I remember when you posted the Alpine BTC and you just absolutely nailed it. It was awesome. So tough day in the market. We still pulled out gains. Alpine banging on them. Can't believe it. Now, I mean, you know, there's a few gains. Look, 52% for LP launch block. Launch block on the 7-minute is just getting started. Look at this thing. This thing is just getting started. Like, this thing is booming. This thing might just do what we just saw. Oh my God. I don't like to chase green candles, but that thing is ready to boom. 50 minutes, a little indecisive. It already boomed up on the 1 hour. Yeah, we're chasing. We're chasing. Wow, we were all over Alpine, though. We nailed it. Look, it's continuing to go up. 22.2% gains. And it's just getting started in the 1 hour. This thing could be massive. Massive. Wow, everybody. We catch one of these a day, man. That's all that matters. We catch one of these a day. It keeps the free. Oh, my God. 100% gainer still looking for those gems. Guess how? I took the Lifers course, man. Forest Plus is looking prime. I can't stand that coin because I put a lot of money into it and I had to sell it off like a year. Man, I can't stand that coin. Phantom Go and Coke. Bitcoin funds coming into exchanges are really high from Wales. Last time it happened, it dumped, going to 27 to 27.5. Hopefully holds there. I hope tech stocks bounce back. We'll find out when we watch the S&P because it's controlled by the tech stocks. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Okay. Wow, this is insane what's going on right now. I tried to get off the live, but I really couldn't. Like, the market has me pinned right now. I got to live by the markets. The market has me pinned. It is what it is. But we had this at hello. I mean, I just want to show you again. And we did this yesterday with Money Swap. But there I am posting it there. Highly likely to break to the upside with momentum on the 15-minute. Craziness. I was hoping it would come down to the channel and I'd get an extra entry. Craziness. Alpine. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But you did open a trade. But did you open a trade? No, I didn't. I honestly didn't. I did not open a trade on Alpine. I can't. I'm working too much, man. I'm live streaming and doing this. I did not open up a... If I did, I would disclose and let you all know that I'm in Alpine and that you would see me wilding out and I would be showing you the gains right now. I'd be like, yo, I love posting my gains. Don't get me. I love posting my gains. Smash that like button. I'm here to work, man. I'm working. It's hard for me to stream and trade exactly every single time. I wish. Honestly, I forgot about it. The second we went over it, I forgot about it. I had forgot I even talked about it. There was so much else going on, and then Bitcoin started doing its thing. I take profits here high on the stochastics, though. Definitely. Especially when you make money that fast. You know, a smart thing to do is to take some profits. We did talk about Mana 3S a few times. I remember going over this coin a bunch of times. It was in this channel here. So short in the market's kicking a nice pump. Gala 3S. Zcash, though, which is a privacy coin, trying to bounce. Funny, huh? You're getting mixed. What I think is funny is you get a lot of the big blue chip coins, they follow Bitcoin and they dump, right? But the shorts, look at the shorts are hitting. And all you had to know how to do is draw these channels. Low stochastics touching the 21-day moving average. Measured move. Forgive me for not being all over these shorts. Usually I am. I don't know what split my mind, but I did draw this like a few days ago. The AVAX short. And I was like, man, this thing could go all the way back up. I mean, this market looks like we could take a beat down. I just saying, be careful. Just be careful. Near's up, saying all the blue chips are getting pounded. All the micro cap gems are doing, are still doing some damage. This came back down, but the 15 minutes suggesting it could, Let's look at KOK. Hey, are you okay, K? I'm okay. KOK. KOK. This is still super tight. Honestly, this didn't dump with the rest of the market. This doesn't care. Microcap. Someone asked about it here on the live. They're like, what about KOK? KOK is still on the radar, low 15. This thing could pop anytime, touching the 200-day moving average. Interesting. $32.77% gains coming out of KOK if it hits the measured move. Again, that's just the measured move. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you the idea here. What up, DK? Shout out to DK Kennedy. D Kennedy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to Anku Kuti Butu. Shout out to Transcendex, David Kendall, Wen Dizzle, Calder Ronster, Stack McChange, Zachary, my man, Billy Bob 369, Transcendex, Armando, my man. We love you, Armando. Chrissy Fouts. Shout out to Chrissy. We'll take a look at Chrissy, though. We will look at Forest for you, Chrissy. Whales are probably eating up the liquidity, getting ready to dump the market. David Kendall in the house. This is ugly. What an interesting ticker. Yeah, right? When you say it out loud. That's why I say KOK now. I say KOK because I got caught up yesterday. My wife was like, what were you saying on the lot? Why were you saying that? I was like, that was just how you pronounce it, babe. I don't know. I love, I can't do it. Oh, man. Coming up on the 1 hour. 4 hours ready to rock. Has momentum either way. This thing could continue sideways. It's definitely interesting me. It's interesting. Let's look at the daily. Daily has momentum, but curving there. I don't like that curve. Yeah. That's why I played the 1 hour and see what you can get. You may be able to get it. You may not. It all depends. Stop loss below these areas and go for, But remember, you could easily get stopped out any time. The market is high risk. I mean, we're trading a high risk market at all times. Stop loss below, there, depending on how much money you have in, depending on where you want to get out, depending on what you're doing. I don't know exactly your trading style. Lack of bearish momentum there, though, as the MACD gets tight, suggests we are going to get a bounce. So that looks pretty good to me. All right. 15-minute with the 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern as well. I like that. I like that a lot. Ready to move. Possible scalp on the 15-minute, and then we go from there. See, I try to just play it a small time frame trade, and then if the trade gives me more, then I give it more. Then I give the trade more. Maybe do a trailing stop loss, But for me, it's let me get 3 to 5% on the 15. If I get anything better than that, I'm happy. I'm a happy guy. If we can keep ourselves like somewhat humble, I find we can be better traders, right? Did not dump with the market, too. This did not dump with the market, everyone. The market dumped, and this did not. Okay? Something about this coin. Market dumped, and this did not dump. All right? Very tight. Did not dump with the market. It's just on my radar. Again, I'm not perfect. Not every trade I post is going to go to the upside. That would be ridiculous, right? So a lot of people, you start getting a following. You start getting some numbers, and people think you're freaking... what you say is gold, and I'm basically the crypto god. It's like, no way. Number one, it's blasphemous. Number two, it's impossible. And number two, I'm just a man, and I make mistakes like everybody else, and I'm not perfect. 200 more to 500 likes, everybody on the live, and we can do it. I know you guys are going to do it. You did it yesterday. You're going to do it again. You do it every time. You guys, you girls, you lifers, you amaze me every single time I come here. Every day. I was walking home from... bringing my daughter to school this morning, and I was like, how crazy will the live stream get today? Right? Can we please do a deep dive on... You almost got me. You almost got me, dude. You almost got me, but I'm smarter than I used to be, man. And I got played by this chat before, so I'm always careful. I think before I speak, unlike other people. It's all about probabilities. How much... do you own, lifer? See? You're not going to get me. It doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. How much KOK do I own? I don't own any KOK, man. All right? KOK! I got you. You didn't get me. Look, here's a bit of a cup and handle. Low liquidity, though, when these candles are all over the place. Hawk did some damage before, though. Could it do some damage again? There's a chance. It's on my radar. This thing was hot. The CX 100. It dumped with Bitcoin, but let's take a look here. We got to move out of that one. Little move. Don't be afraid to remove your drawings. When I first started, it was so hard for me to remove my drawings because I worked so hard on them. Don't be afraid to remove them and just and make some new stuff. Just know that if you do it again, you'll do it better each time. And you're just going to learn and learn and learn. You want to look at the bigger time frames too, like the daily. Like if the daily wants to dump on you, you got to heat it. There's some momentum there. A little bit of bullish divergence, actually, it's saying the daily has, which is interesting. 4 hour wants to break to the upside. 12 hour is not in our favor at all. 1 hour could make a move. See, in that tighter channel. However, it followed Bitcoin. That's an M2. Could it dump on the M? And then you take a chance if you play that. I don't know. I'm not about that. I'm not posting that. See? And watch it post tomorrow. Or it'll pump hard. This ace has been hot, throughout the last few days. It's been just doing damage. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder pump to the upside. It's coming down again. Tower's been on my radar. Still down. Hasn't popped yet, though. Everything else has kind of done some damage at one point. Tower's double bottomed here, trying to make a move back to the upside. You're the man, lifer. Always keeping it real. Much respect. Shout out to Johnny Mendoza. I found it loads quicker when I clean it each time. Leaving your drawing actually lags your cachet on TradingView server. What do you think of Sol? That's the exact reason why I went to the app instead, right? Good to know. I'll start dumping them. You're funny. Push notifications. It's in the B Pro Special. I call it the B Pro Special because that's when the B Pro broke out looking just like this. And it did some damage, you know. Jupe was hot recently. Back in a flag. Look at that. See? Jupe actually might do some damage. Look at this. 200-day moving average moving through the one. The rest of the market dumped. Jupe did not. See how long it takes me hours to find the right coin. Sometimes 2 to 3 hours just to find the right coin. I am lucky. I get paid and I've made enough doing this that I get to dedicate so much of my time to it. So like, you know, when most people are in the charts, their wife's like, get out of the charts. Like, you need to go to work. Like, or you're at work and you have a boss go by. Like, I need to get out of the charts. I'm in the charts too much. Like, that was my old life. I was in the charts too much. Now I get to be in the charts too much. Like, it's kind of awesome because it's kind of weird for me because sometimes I'm in the charts and I'm like, dude, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And then my mom's like, dude, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Like, this is your job now. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But I love it, man. I love it. 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 I would never ask for anything different. I'm so excited. I have my dream job, you know, and it took years for me to figure out even who I wanted to be and what I wanted to be, right? And how I wanted to get there. You got to even know what you want to do to get what you want, right? That's the hardest part. Most of us don't even know what we want. So if you don't even know what you want, you have no idea how to get what you want and how to project. Because we can all project and actualize, but we can't do it unless we know what we want. And so you got to project for the future to get what you want, you know? Do you think we will get 30K Bitcoin again? I don't know, man. I don't think about that stuff. I just look at the TA, and the TA tells me kind of what could be popping. Jump is on my radar. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Jump do some damage, okay? Stop loss below this support line here. We must hold. Also, when you see the whole market take a dump and a coin doesn't dump, it tells you a little something that coin's kind of strong, right? So Jump on the radar. If I was trading it, I would put a stop loss below this line. Something I would look for. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'm running out for the day. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to all the lifers. Thank you for an amazing, amazing, amazing day. What a great live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you. We got to get more super chats next time. We got to get more asks. We got to get more questions. We got to get more stuff in the zone here. I actually may have a super chat to do. Let me double check here. With the new people, we've been just getting into the zone here, but we're gonna get back into the moment. All right, and you know, we usually do Mirror and One Earth. I think, did I look at Mirror on the 15? I did look at One Earth. Let's look at Mirror on the 15 because you gotta abide by all super chats. That's the #1 rule. I got Mirror, man. Thanks for being here every day, Sammy. No worries, guys. Thank you for coming through every day. And thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate it. If you guys didn't show up, I would just be a guy with a suit, like looking at myself in a mirror. Wouldn't be too fun, would it? Like, so I'd have nothing going. There'd be no energy, no vibe, no vibrational, nothing to bounce off, right? It wouldn't be what it is. So, and again, today, the whole market could dump. None of these setups could play out. I'm not saying, hey, this is it. I'm just saying, listen, I do this every day. I've seen where things pop. These where they pop. If they may not pop, but if they're going to pop, this is where they're going to pop. When a tight channel with stochastic slow and MACD and RSI, I mean, if they're going to pop, this is where they're going to pop. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to get it, this is where they're going to get it. All right? Doesn't mean they're guaranteed to get it, but these are the highest probabilities of what's going to be what's going to get it. All right? Okay, I forgot Mirror. Let me do Mirror. Do you want Mirror USDT? Mirror protocol on KuCoin? So that was in the B Pro special. We were hoping it could bounce out. See that? This idea here. Basically right at support, fell out. It would have to hold this line here. To me, whenever you see that straight candle, though, you can't fake it. Like, you can't... See, price action, and that's nice. But whenever you see the straight candle, and look, it went right to the next support line right there. You want to get a bounce here, and you would like to see this bounce back inside the pattern, I guess, you know? Kind of ugly. Let me delete my work here. I did have a chart for that, though, actually. Let me put it back. Because that's an actual, you know, an idea. Risk 33.3 to gain 100%. Could it happen? There's a chance. We're still not stopped out yet, but you're down almost half of the stop, right? Could extend this, and we could get the bounce back to the upside. There's a chance. Okay. It really wants to bounce on the 1 hour. And the 4 hour is coming down. When I look at the 4 hour, see, it makes me want to change this to something like this. And now you have this channel, and you're coming down. You might come a little lower first before you break out. Interesting, right? So the idea on that 1 hour didn't play out. See, you trade the 1 hour, and then if it shifts, you have to get out. Okay. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for jumping on in. If you want more, if you didn't get enough, I got a Discord waiting for you that I have had professionals set up beautifully, right? So you get your welcome center here with a boot camp. This boot camp is free learning that took me hours to produce. Me and my whole team went over what would help the whole group learn the most. So that's awesome. Jump into that. Watch those 4 videos. That's free learning. Read the testimonies. You can see what other people have said about me. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Check them out. Look at the gains. You can see the gains that we've made during the live. We're going to end up posting that gain that we made right now. Alpine hit for gains, right? And some other things that maybe not. We'll see tomorrow. You can see all my videos that I post once you get into the group. And then you can have access to my alerts, token metrics, which is $86 a month. The weekly screen share, which is every single week. You can have access to that. I record it and place it in here so you can jump on in there as well. Okay. And there's just a lot of information in your fingertips. All right. Just posting this at 12:06. That suggests we're going to dump all the way back down. Like, that's funny. If we couldn't get back above those levels, we're going to dump all the way back down to 25K. That was posted a couple days ago, right? So, oh, I'm not sharing my screen, right? That's great. As I talk about the Discord. But everyone, Discord has everything you need. Look, it's so nicely set up. All right? Everything you need. Boot camp. Check out the boot camp. These videos are free. So join the Discord server and at least just watch the free boot camp videos. Blow your mind and really help you out. Even if you want to join the room. $99 a month. We'll give you everything we have and more. I love you all. Have a great day. And I believe we might be doing a crypto bear market special coming out. So if you're ready, if you'd like to join for crypto for the year, we'll do a bear market special for the year for 6 months. And so look out for that. We're going to talk about my team for that. So if that gets you excited, stay tuned. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I love you all. Peace out. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next live at 10 a.m.